morning, good morning, good morning. It's a nail biter. It's a nail biter. Let me know if you're watching live or the replay. Live or the replay. Hello, Sabrina. You are the first one on. Where do you live, Sabrina? Blair, Sylvia. Where are you guys? Tell me where you're at. I love knowing where people are at. Hello, Ron. Hello, Noel. It's a nail biter. Hello, Donna. Hello, Trish. Hello, Aragon. New Jersey. Sylvia's in the house. Oh, Montreal, Quebec. Nice, Sabrina. Carrollton, Texas is in the house. Hey, Gail. So here's what I want to talk about this morning. I don't know how many of you are watching the returns, right? Kimmy and I are watching pretty close. We're interested. And what we're managing is worry. And that's what I want to talk about this morning. So, I imagine there's a lot of people that are watching the returns this morning and they're worried. And so, worry is a story. Oh, what if my candidate loses and then the world goes to hell in a handbasket, right? And so we have a whole story around what happens if our way isn't the future way. And of course, when we worry, it changes our body chemistry. We get all tight. We get all locked up. It's dis-ease. You spend a lot of time worrying, you basically get sick. And this is not a way to function and move forward. And the distinction that I just wanted to offer all of you today is, what is the point of worrying about something you can't do anything about? So, all of us are observers. We're either intense observers or casual observers. And our participation in the process is one vote, right? One vote. Now, maybe some of you splash your opinions and your whatevers on social media, and maybe you think that influences people. I don't think it influences anyone. It seems like if you look at the history of liberals and conservatives and independents pretty much stay the same. Liberals pretty much stay the same. Conservatives stay the same. The percentages don't change much unless there is a remarkable candidate. And remarkable candidates tend to cause people to cross over lines. And, Ronald Reagan was a remarkable candidate. And surprisingly enough, Barack Obama was a remarkable candidate in causing people to cross over lines. But, if we have kind of the same old polarizing leaders, people don't tend to cross over lines. And so, our participation in all this is one vote, and then we watch. And if we get all twisted up about the results, it's just not healthy, folks. And so here's a different path. There's just something to consider, right? Instead of worrying about something you can't do anything about and positioning yourself as a victim, like, if my party doesn't win, I'm a victim. And, the country's going to do this and everything's going to be bad and the economy's going to be bad and, right, COVID's going to be bad, whatever story you twist about it, and you're a victim. Instead of doing that, how about you take this posture, right? So here's your posture. So if your party wins, well then, and if your party loses, well then, hey, how about this? How about pivot? How about pivot and ask yourself the question, like, who do I need to be and what do I need to do? Like, my internet's going in and out. Who do I need to be and what do I need to do to survive and prosper? Like, take personal responsibility. If you take the victim approach, well, the world, the economy, other people are just going to crush you. And especially if you go into victimhood, worried and tight and diseased and angry and frustrated and and all of that stuff. You can't produce any good results out of that physiology, out of that attitude. You can only produce good results out of being creative, out of adapting, out of pivoting, out of figuring out, okay, if it's not my president, well then how do I succeed? How do I move forward in the next 4 to 8 years? Answer that question so that you're independently responsible for your own success, for your own well-being. Because unless you're a political operative, folks, all we are is one vote. Now, if you want to be a political operative and take on changing people's minds, well, great. Then that's your job. That's your role. That's your mission. That's your purpose. You have a right to do that. But if you're just voting, then you either are a victim or you're going to pivot if the outcome doesn't go your way. So that's what I'm suggesting we all do is pivot and take care of ourselves. Like figure out, okay, how do I prosper? How do I protect my values? How do I protect my family? How do I move forward in the next 4 years? And don't forget we have checks and balances, right? So the odds that the president, the Senate, and the House of Representatives are all in the same party are not good at all. So even if Biden wins, the Republicans probably hold the Senate. Big check and balance right there, right? And if Trump wins, well, he's got the Senate and he doesn't have the House. And so, you know, these presidents are not that powerful because they're not monarchies. They don't just get to decide what they're going to do. There's checks and balances on the system. And so, you know, if you look at the last 100 years, we've had liberal leadership, we've had conservative leadership, we tend to go this way and we tend to go this way, but if you look at the whole 100 years, we still have a great country. We still have the best country to raise our children. We still have a country where people die every day. People die every day. Today, people are going to die trying to get in this country. Whether they're, you know, in some kind of, you know, slave train in Africa trying to get here, or they're trying to get here from South America. Every day, people die trying to get in the United States of America. Why? Because even though we're not perfect, we're still the greatest country in the world. And it doesn't matter if we're being run by liberals or conservatives, we're still the greatest country in the world. And what you and I can do is we can pivot and rise above and figure out our own path so that we take care of ourselves. Right? That's what there is to do. And that's all I have to say about what's going on today. Back to the nail biting, and maybe make up a new story. Instead of you spending all your time, oh my gosh, what if? Oh my gosh, it's going to be so terrible, huh? Oh, I'm a victim. I'm going to have to be angry. I'm going to have to be frustrated. How about you put all that energy into, what am I going to do to rise up and prosper physically, emotionally, and financially in the next 4 years, no matter who is in office, so that you take personal responsibility for your sex, take personal responsibility for your sex, and take personal responsibility for yourself, so that doesn't matter who's running the government, you know, you're still doing it. Taxes go up. What do? Make more money. You know, simple solution. Oh my gosh, they're going to raise the taxes. Well, if they do, make more money. Simple solution, right? So if you don't like the state that you live in, move. There's always a solution so you can take care of you if you're 100% responsible. If you're a blamer, if you're a victim, well, there's no solution at all. And it doesn't matter who's running what, you're always going to be a blamer and a victim. So let's rise up and be 100% responsible for our own well-being and our own success. A new story. Daily dose of salt. If this has value, share it. If it doesn't, delete it. How about that? Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Sharon, for watching. Hello, Penny. It is a beautiful day in Hawaii. It's always a beautiful day in Hawaii. Hello, David Henry. Thank you. Hello, Don. Hello, Meredith down under. I know you guys are all fascinated. You're sharing this with all your Aussie friends, Meredith. Well, it applies to so many things, doesn't it? We can either be a victim or we can be 100% responsible. I'm going for 100% responsible no matter who wins. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for sharing, Karen. Hey, Carrie, thank you so much. I'll see all you guys tomorrow.